Welcome to this Let's Play. We're playing the Wheel of Time Mud. My name is Johannes Bertens, also known as Mantas or Sandra on this game. We just came out of the rent and today we have an exp multiplier of 3, which means we're going to get to level 15 in no time. Also we want to make some money because then we can harden our staff. We ended up with a bladed feather staff last time. And this should help us to kill some more ancient trees. Oh, thank you, young woman, I needed that. Let's go find a horse. Usually there are some horses south of the city. Here we are, a nice grey palfrey. And just east of the city there are some ancient trees that are just standing around. Here's one. Before we do this, because we're now killing ancient trees for quite a lot of experience, it's good to get a pet. If you get a pet, you get a slight experience increase. Everything you kill gives you a little bit of bonus experience. You can buy a pet in the pet store. So what I like is a really a cheap one, the chicken. Only 1 crown. We can use it in our group. So now we're working solo, and if I say group chicken or group all, you can do both. You can add the chicken to the group. If you do group all, everything that follows you will become part of your group. Let's remind ourselves what this crier is looking for. So an oil stone, I know one of those. There's one of those usually south of the city. The spectacles, yeah, they're just east of the city. And the thieves and the rats. We've done those last time a little bit, but we still have a few of them to be done. You can do each quest 5 times. You don't have to administer how many times you've done it yourself, because the crier will actually keep track of this. Should be an oil stone right around here. I guess it's gone. It loads on the ground every few hours, maybe every hour. But of course, if someone else picked it up, it's gone. Dirty rock. I think the spectacles should be here. There they are. Ooh, this crow is following me. That's actually not good. But because we have a chicken, usually you can flee off things. But if you flee away from the crow, the chicken will also be lost. So I have this script to make it easier to order the chicken to do things. So what you would type out is order chicken sit, and it will sit down. And if you flee, you go to a random direction. So now we're going back to the chicken. And it will stand up again. Thank you, chicken. There we are, we lost the crow. So we're actually in the group with ourselves and the chicken, and there's the ancient tree. And we still have our equipment on. We're ready to kick its ass. So another script I'm using is a target script. It means that instead of typing out kill 3 all the time, I can just use P. Now these ancient trees usually give around 20,000 experience, because it's now 3 times exp. We don't get the full 3 times experience because we're still lower level, and you can only get, for each killing hit, you can only get 1/10 of your full bracket of experience. So we got a lot less actually, but we're now getting 20k, which is good. It's good experience. So we'll be getting level 11 or 12 pretty fast. And we should be working on a little bit of coin to harden the staff to make the experience go a little bit faster. So the more damage you do, the faster things die, of course. Also, when we're gaining levels, we also get more offensive bonus, parry bonus, and defense bonus, or dodge bonus actually I should say. So that gives our better chances on killing ancient trees. These solo trees, they're pretty good. I didn't know I could take them this easily at level 10. Ah, there we go. First level. See, now we have 200,000 to next level. So we'll also be getting a little bit more for each tree now. I think at level 13 or 14 we'll probably get the full experience worth of trees. So I think it's really handy to know where these trees are. On this map I'm using, they are marked, most of them are marked with a T. The one who created the map doesn't know all of them. There are a lot of places, often in forests, of course. Actually only in forests, where these trees load. But they're a nice source of experience for lower levels. For higher levels, if we get to level 15, we'll probably finish this video off at level 15, but next time we'll dive into the experience scalps. So then there's actually quests you can do to get some more experience. That really speeds things up. So the trees have a very low defense. You can hit them very easily. So I'm hitting them pretty much every round, even though I'm in the wimpy mode. A little bit less than 100 offensive bonus. So it's safe to go wimpy on the trees and go brave on other animals. So if you change to brave mode, you increase your offensive bonus, but you decrease your total defense. Last time we turned off all channels, but now it's interesting to listen a bit about what's going on in the world. 21 players on. Some of them sunshine, I guess. Oh, only one. 20 light side players, one sunshine. Exping in a group of 2 is actually also very good for your experience gain, because you don't have to share the experience equal between the two of you. You both get a little bit less than if you kill it by yourself, but it goes a lot faster. So in general, it's the fastest if you go with the 2 of you. And then the best setup would be that one of the 2 is actually dodging all the hits, pretty much like my setup now with staves, but maybe a bit more dodge equipment. And the other one is just grabbing a weapon which hits for the hardest amount of damage. So then the one is dodging the trees and the other one is just very brave and hitting everything. As you can see here, my lantern is running out. We still have some throwing knives we can maybe sell at the shop. And we should definitely be buying a new lantern because we're almost out of them. It's daytime, so we don't have to worry that much. At nighttime, well, it's very dark out, and if you don't have a lantern or a torch, you will be caught in the dark. You can't see anything. There we go. Let's go back inside the city. Give the spectacles to the crier. And buy a lantern. There we go. This guy sells lanterns for cheap. So I'm just buying a few of them. There it is, 6 coppers. That's nice. And let's see if we can sell the throwing knives. Good enough. We sold one. We still have one left. There's 2 shops here that buy knives, so we can try both. Great, great. That reminds me, we could check out that quest one more time. Not really sure if it's gonna work. We do have some more practices we can use. I'm gonna put it in the staves actually. Don't exactly remember how high we got it last time, but it's always fine to have. Ah, there we go. Definitely want some more. At some point, as you can see here, you're only going to get 1% per practice that you're using. So then maybe it's a good time to go practice something else. Ooh, lots of rats here. They're actually money. I forgot that. Let's get the one we killed here as well. So you can do scalp corpse or just scalp. And if you do scalp 2-point corpse, just like I did there, you get, well, you scalp the second corpse. So now we have 3 of these. Alright. So last time we learned we have to give scalps one at a time to the crier. So now I'm gonna give it 1 scalp, wait for it to finish giving me money and giving it some more. So we have 31 gold crowns here, 55 there. Great, that's enough to harden the staff. I'll show you what that means. So here's the master blacksmith. We can actually show the master blacksmith our weapon, or actually offer is the syntax. Offer staff. It will look at the staff and inspect the work. Inspect it and see what work it needs to be done. 75 crowns. Actually, we do have that 75 crowns. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this staff to the blacksmith. There you go. 6 hours. Well, we can just walk south and see if we can dodge that throwing knife now. Might be that without a staff it's actually harder to dodge than with the staff, but we'll see. We have some time spare, so it's fine. Throw it at me. Oh man. Well, at least it doesn't hurt that much anymore. No. Okay, let's see. Without, we have 68. 7 through 11. Ah, we're level 12. We can't do the coyote quest anymore. Oops, it's actually hitting me now. So hope it doesn't do that again. Well, that didn't work out. Goodbye, Ross. I actually have to look up what that quest does give you. Maybe it's worth it to just pick the dodge equipment for the earlier quests, so you have a higher chance to dodge the knife. We still have some practices left, so we can see if it's worth practicing dodge, but I think we already had a pretty high percentage of that. Yeah, we'll get one, and then it's fine for now. Oh, why not? Sell the knives. Great stuff. That's something. So we have 2 practices left. Let's see what we can practice. And Vatrin, our hunter practice. So I'm gonna get choices. I'll get a little bit more of notice. So notice can be used to spot rats. You can turn it on and off, it's a toggle. It does turn itself off after a while, but as human you're probably gonna have it off most of the time. Unless you're of course fighting a hiding and backstabbing thief, then you will turn it on. But even if you're on a horse and you're moving around, it will eat a lot of moves. How did they end up with 10 lanterns? Did I actually have some lanterns in my pack I missed earlier? Maybe. We need 20 more gold for the staff. Let's see if it's ready. Oh, getting the receipt from the pack. Let's see if it's ready. 2 hours. Well, we'll wait for that. So 20 gold. That's 400 copper. There we go. Now we have 75 gold crown and a receipt. Thank you, Town Crier. We already know this now. We're just gonna wait here for, well, it does say 2 hours, but it means in-game hours. So currently it's 3 o'clock p.m. So at 5 p.m. we will be able to get the staff back and improved because it will do more damage. And then we can take on some pairs of trees. See how that works out. There we go. Give the receipt to the master. Oh, blacksmith, I guess. So you're not gonna see it anywhere. So the offensive bonus, well, actually it has improved, but that's because we've gained a level and riding a horse. But you won't see an increase in offensive bonus, but it does do more damage now, this staff. It's well worth the money, especially since we're planning on using this staff for a long time. So there's some trees hidden north here. But we're gonna go with the ones just west of Whitebridge. Well, once the horse has some more moves. Thank you, horse. Oh, and maybe this guy has a quest for us. I forgot what it was the last time. Actually did that last time. Well, I didn't kill one of these specifically. I did give him the scalp of a tree. Well, we'll do that again, I guess. We were planning on doing that anyway. So here are two of those trees. Now this is going to be a bit tricky. I'm not really sure how well my defense will hold up against two. Not so well. And the positive point is that if we kill one, we're left with one and we can kill one tree easily. So just have to kill the first one as fast as possible. There we go. And it is pretty good experience, especially with 3 times experience. So on Fridays it's often an experience multiplier. It can be 2 times, it can be 3 times, sometimes it's 5 times. 5 times doesn't happen that often though. But if you're in need for experience, 5 times is obviously very good experience. There we go. Killed 2 of them. Ah, this is what I mean. If it's dark out, the night has begun, and I don't have a lantern, then it's going to be hard to find where you are. Luckily, we did buy some, and I can just hold another lantern. Here are 2 trees again. I'm going to show you a trick. Well, trick, I don't know, but the first time you hit a tree, only one tree is hitting back and the other one is going to assist the fight. If you then flee, come back and hit it again, the same thing happens. So, in Essential, you can get a few hits in without getting hit if you are not able to buff both of the trees. This one went wrong, of course. You can't do this forever because there's a system in place that's called flee lag, and if you flee a lot of times after each other without resting or waiting in between, then every time you flee it will take longer to flee again. Actually, I can show this. Don't think if it adds flee lag if you're not engaged. Oh, you can already see it a little bit. Here, it takes some time between the message you panic and attempt to flee and actually the fleeing. And that, yeah, it stops people from hit fleeing everything. But hit fleeing these trees is in my current defense a pretty good option. So we gain another level. Every time you gain a level, you also get more hit points. The amount of hit points you get per level depends on your constitution. We have 19 con, so that's really nice. We get a lot of hit points per level. Up until level 30. After level 30 you get 0, 1 or 2 hit points regardless of your constitution. So something came up here. I actually have to head for a rent for a bit. I'm gonna check if the Whitebridge rent Batrim works, but he does not, so I'm gonna go to Camelin. Some cities have a rent which only works for lower levels, so up until level 10 I think it is, you can rent there. Afterwards you'll have to, well, you just can't rent there anymore, you can only use the rents in the bigger cities like Camelin. Now we will see that we still actually have a rent debt, so we have to still pay the rent of the last time we rented here. The innkeepers remember, it doesn't matter where you rent. This accrues this debt when your rent is actually too high for what you have. You then have the option of selling things at the rent. So if you deposit things and you sell them, there is some rent money which you will get back from that. Or you can just get some gold from the bank, which we did here, and then you can rent and come back the next day. And well, level 13, not bad. On our way to level 15, and then we can do some experience scalps. So if you're still looking for a horse, there's often a draft horse. Again, not a great horse, but any horse is good. Or at least better than no horse. South of Camelin. Oh, let's see if the trees east of Camelin, as it's been a while since we killed these, are back. They are, and spectacles. Get spectacles, they're worth 4 crown. That's always good. Before I forget, let's grab another chicken. Every time you rent or idle out, or if your pet dies, then you will have to buy a new one. They don't really, there's no other way. You have to buy them unless you're a master in a clan. So that's going to take a while. Then you can just issue a mob. Issue a friend, actually. Oh, this is why the horses aren't that great. But it's okay, we won't be doing a lot of walking. And if we do, we'll find a new horse. So, I'm grouped with this lovely chicken. Well, I am now. Ooh, there's a lot of rats here, I think. I'll kill the rats right after this. I'm not really sure if I handed in 5 of these scalps to the crier yet, but we'll do so. So let's see, there are 3 corpses, and the first 2, counting from top to bottom, are the rats. There we go. I don't really understand that chat by Jubilee. These criers, they do tell you, well, welcome to the world and you're a young adventurer. You look like you could use some help. I think they do until level 15 or level 20. But I'm not really sure what she is actually paying gold crowns for. So we did harden our staff the last time. Which I guess there's no hard numbers, of course. It doesn't say how much damage you do. If you hit something or slash something into bloody fragments, from the top of my head, that's 24 damage or more. So anything that's not bloody fragments, it's less than 24. So I did an extremely hard there. And another one, I think that's probably in the range one below that, but bloody fragments can be anything from 24 to, well, unlimited. So sometimes when you get hit, you get the you get a special ouch message, like ouch, that really did hurt. Yeah, then it's I think it's 1/3 or 1/4 of your life. So that's another way to see how much damage you do, but only the one that's getting hit sees that. So even if these hits would hit for a lot of damage, we wouldn't see it. Except, of course, that ancient tree would be dying faster. But long story short, I think we're doing more damage now. Well, I'm pretty sure we're doing more damage now. And it's actually going along pretty well. Too bad some of these trees have already been killed. Something else to take in account, the staff can get scratched, so then we will have to get this sandstone again. Do we already have a sandstone? We do, so that's great. I think we grabbed that right at the start, because just south of Camelin there's a sandstone that's usually on the ground there. You can just pick it up. So you can diagnose your horse and see how much moves it has left. This one doesn't have a lot of moves left, so let's see if we can find a better horse. There's a rat. Let's kill the rat. There we go. I think then we should have all the rat scalps for the crier. This is what Jubilee was chatting about. You look like a young adventurer. Well, we are. Oh, fourth time. Ah, well. Means we now have a scalp too much, but that's okay. We can put it in a barrel for anyone else who wants it. And we can give the spectacles also to the crier. So each of these quests you can do 5 times and you get a bit less gold each time, but still adds up. Killing rats, always fun. Especially if they die in one hit. I really like that. No horses here. Wow, what you can do. Oh, that's a horse thief, this guy. Oh, that's maybe a bit. I was meaning to look at him. I'm not really sure if we can kill him. But this is the first step to a super mob. So a horse thief super mob. It isn't. This guy will load a map, or actually drop a map. If we manage to kill him, I'm not really sure if that's going to work. Maybe. And then on the map, the location of the actual super mob will be. He doesn't attack you outright, but it's okay. It's not an innocent, because he's a horse thief, of course. We don't like horse thieves. But I'm not going to be able to kill him. Okay, it looked as if we were doing okay at the beginning, but now, as our hit points are equal or a bit the same, it's going to take a long while. Let's find another horse. Okay, so we dismounted there because I know there will be a horse close by or relative close by. Ah, the crow. Don't like those guys. Here's a horse, but I'll show you another trick about killing flying animals. So here, oh, the crow is actually on the ground. We can just kill it like this. I'll show you the trick next time. So if you go indoors with a flying animal following you, you can swing at them indoors because, well, there's a low chance of hitting them. You will miss a lot of times. But if you hit them, they're gonna die. There we go, we're back at White Bridge. And another rat, so much rats. Potato, willow bark, bloodstained peppers. Big rats. This is a small rat. I don't think this one works. But I know some big rats. So we're back at Milo. Last time he gave me the task of killing a ancient tree again. Did he already? Yeah, to start off, clear some of the overgrown trees. Ancient trees specifically. Well, we already did this, but let's do it again and see what happens. Someone already killed these. Arson? Who is Arson? Is Arson looking... He's an aging adventurer. Okay, that's really funny. Ooh. Well, nothing against this. We can just grab the scalp and talk with Milo. I know I've already done this, but I'm just wondering at what the next quest is. Or is this the only quest that Milo is giving us? Ah, there we go. Very important papers on this person. Well, brigands are really fun. The skeleton. Yeah, so this is it's an interesting place. It's just to the east and to the south of Whitebridge. If we go south, there's also some trees here we can kill. There we go. Oh, we have to target ancient here. Because there's also a leather leaf tree in between the saplings. We don't want to hit that one. So we're actually doing pretty okay against 2 trees now. We don't have to do the flea hit trick. Maybe we do. Now, I think this is fine. So as you can see, there's no, well, I think there's no exp multiplier on at the moment, which makes gaining experience a little bit more slow than when there is. But it's okay, because we're also questing at the same time. And once we do hit level 15, we're going to use the experience scalps, or try to. Not really sure how tough those rogues are. There we go, level 14. That's nice. So we're just north of the bridge, leading towards the brigands. There's a half beast on the bridge. I don't know if it's technically a trolloc, but it's a really annoying beast that actually throws you off if you try to fight it, so we're not going to fight it. Ah, it's one south of here. There it is. Half trolloc. So if you fight him, you get thrown off, and then you... maybe I should show it actually. But first we're going to try and fight these. I'm not really sure if this is going to work out, because these are pretty tough. They're a bit more tough than the ancient trees, as you can see. But the nice thing about these brigands is, at least at a little bit higher level, that they load equipment. So most humanoid mobs, they do load equipment, and you can get all the equipment and then sell it at the store to make some more cash. Yeah, this is not going to work out. But what we are going to do is we're going to fight this beast and maybe get thrown off. If we do get thrown off, we'll have to climb out. Ooh, it's actually hurting me. I'm not hurting it. And it's not throwing me off. I don't know why. There are quite a few corpses down there. Some of them are fresh on the canyon floor. Okay, well, enough of this. We were actually here on a mission. So let's see, I think I know where the skeleton is. There we are. Oh, let's type that correctly. Get all. Oh, we can actually get papers. And the room one south of here is there are 3 large serpents there. They really hurt a lot. So we're going to double line past them. So that's entering a flea and exactly at the same time entering a west. If the flea actually goes through, we will just double line past the serpents. That means the serpents will never hit us. And we made it out with the papers. And we killed the ancient trees there. So all in all, it was a nice expedition. Yeah, that was nice, right? Bring me the heads of those bandit hillmen and I'll give you coins. Ah, so Milo actually explains the things I did last time with the master blacksmith. Ooh, we got our money back. Thank you, Milo. That's actually a pretty decent sum for just some papers. There we are. This is the bank. We're putting it in the bank. 100 crown in the bank. That's really nice. Now we can do 2 things. We can kill some more ancient trees on our own, or we can see if someone wants to help out. Oh, whoops, that's one too far. God, so many ravens. This one we can just kill. The other one, I'll have to make do with a bit. Is this, maybe this will work. It didn't follow me in. Okay, that's also nice. There we are. Yeah, so Arson has been killing these things. These ancient trees. Ooh, he's very proficient at it. So it's always polite to just ask before you slash away. And he's now made me member of his group after I followed him. And we can then assist Arson. That makes sure that we're on the same tree. These creepers, yeah, they're annoying. They attack you. So there are a few aggros. That's what we call the mobs that attack you first in these forests. But most of them are pretty doable. Let's see what's happening here. He's going to buff all three of them. Oh, he's in a pretty decent combo set. The shining silver-plated sword is pretty good, but he scratched. That's why he was asking for a oil stone, an oil stone. If you've been reading the books, this man will look familiar. It's Elias, with two of his fox friends, wolf friends, I should say. Oh, he actually also is a wolf, of course. Burn. I think Hopper was there as well. Don't attack him, or attack any wolves. Actually, wolves are a an interesting kind of animal in this game. So, are we going in there or are we not? Not really sure what Arson is doing here. Oh, those grasses, they attack us. That's why he's shivering. I think he's going to buff them and then give me a tell to come. Yep. So these grasses will attack you, and they are actually, they hit for a decent amount of damage, but you're able to get out of there pretty fast if you do get hit by them. And they're good experience and they go down fast, as you can see here. So what I was saying about these wolves, don't attack them because they will they will remember and you will get a wolf warrant. So any wolf then in the game will attack you. And wolves, they assist against trollocs. So just keep them as a friend. It is possible to get pardoned, so to become friends again with the wolves after you kill or attack one. But I haven't done it in... Actually, I haven't never done it, but I haven't heard about it for a long time. I'll have to look up how that works. There we go. Arson is actually pretty good. I think I'm not on the same ancient tree. I should actually do assist more. Oh, there's only one left, so that's fine. Yeah, see? There we go. It's a bit faster even if you're on the same tree. I did tell him I could buff one, but... So buff is the verb, or the what we call if you're able to... well, if you're able to attack a tree or a tree attacking you, and then you won't get hit by it. Or at least if you're in abs, for example, absorption armor, then you can also buff things, but then it will of course cost you hit points. But Arson is able to buff 2 of them, so that's fine. So we have 10 practice sessions. You get 5 for each level up until level 30. After that you get 2 practice sessions per level, which is still okay. But most of your practice you can get at level 30. Unless you're going for something complicated like a two different weapons, or charging and bashing while also wearing combo and having to go for dodge. Murgle's plate, earth and metal mallet. Ah. I think it might be level 15 or 16. But a shining silver plated sword is actually pretty good. Maybe it's better than the staff. It's probably better than the staff that I'm using. But it's nice for him to say so. Oh. Oh well. It's interesting to see. Whoops, he already attacked, so we have to help him out now. So it's interesting to see how good the set is, actually, that you can just get from the questing mobs. I really like this. We of course also got some from the barrel in Camelin. I think the riveted sleeves we got from the barrel, and the tunic we got from the barrel. The tunic was actually on the ground somewhere on a road, I think. Yeah, and the cloak is actually surprisingly easy to get. So we don't have any trinkets yet, so you can wear 2 things, 2 bracelets or otherwise wrist cuffs around your wrists. Arson does have 2 Sangwood bracelets, and you can have 2 necklaces and 2 rings. Why 2 of each, I don't know, but it does make for a nice round 6 total. So we don't have any trinkets. Trinkets really help for your defense. They don't add any absorption, but they do add dodging bonus and parry bonus. This worked surprisingly well, Arson. You're a good buff. I think in Arson's case he could also use a dark barbed flail, so then you have multi-hit and you hit all the opponents that are engaged with you. So if in this case all 4 trees are hitting or trying to hit Arson, then you will hit all 4 back. I'll tell him. Maybe for us it would be nice as well, but you really need a bit higher level because they generally give a bit less defense. So we will need some more. So we need some more levels. He's asking. He actually has one. Yeah. So he's asking if you also need to be practiced in it. Yes, practicing in a weapon is very much a requirement. Otherwise, your offensive bonus will be. Well, for ancient trees you don't need a lot of offensive bonus, but your offensive bonus will be really, really low. Also, the parry bonus that the weapon gives, the amount of that is also dependent on the practices. These I really don't like. Varnish, I really don't know how to pronounce it either. Sometimes I do kill dog because they also respond to dog, but if I have a puppy as a pet, then you are killing your pet, which is really sad. There we go. Now we're actually going to buff a tree again. Nice. And I think we're also hungry. Yeah, there we go. Get fruit back, eat fruit. Vernarsh. I really like this map. I actually, the first time I was playing, I made my own map for a lot of things. And it does help in learning where things are. So, for example, these ancient trees and just the layout of the land, the general layout of the land, it really helps if you're mapping it yourself. But the second time around, I still had so I've been away for a while, and then I came back. He's gonna ask me to sit, so I'm gonna sit here. Well, maybe I can do it myself. I think it's fine. Whoop, there we go. So when I came back, I didn't have my old map, and I was just looking around, seeing if there was anything available. And this map, I really like it because if you flee, it follows you around. And the other map I used, actually it was Zmud, it's one of the clients. It would always lose track of me on the map, which wasn't too bad because you could manually correct it. And I did learn, it helped me learn a lot of things by heart. But yeah, Carving Man, Karhin. Kar is short for Karhin. And the Carving Man, that's actually the guy where you need to do a quest to get rid of your wolf warrant if you accidentally hit a wolf. I don't remember the quest, but it's the Carving Man. There we go. Great. So we're already at level 15. I missed the point that we got the level, but this is going really fast. It's really nice. Now we have 15 practice sessions. Yeah, I think we will bump up notice a bit, and maybe also survival, because this eating and drinking, it's annoying, especially if you're just gaining experience and you have the practice levels spare. So we could also take bash. Bash is a skill, a very good skill actually, if you have the weapon to bash. But this staff doesn't bash really good. It's not bad though, but it's not the best weapon for bashing. Also, when gaining experience, bash doesn't really matter much. it's more a player killing skill. And notice is useful if, well, higher notice. A little bit of notice is useful for killing those annoying rats and ravens. Actually, rats, because they hide. I think we got them all. Didn't see the ones you cleared before. There is a rat. Let's kill it. I think maybe west and north. I think here, he left it here. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, he's just checking if there's anything we forgot, but I think we got it all. There's a secret door here leading to the south. You can see it in my map. Oh. Ah, well. Need my horse? Actually, I'll stop following him in a second. Thank Arson. And goodbye. See you. The staff is two-handed defensive. So we still have our chicken. We're gonna get a new horse. I know there are a few horses. Whoops, I spammed there. Oh, there are a few horses here. Hello, wild. Yeah. Yeah, so we're level 15. We can get some practices, the notice thing I was talking about. Yeah, it was good for rats, but at higher levels it's also great for not getting stabbed. So stab is a backstab actually, full out is a skill on this game that mostly rogues use. And they like to do a lot of damage to a player. It has some caveats, so you need to be hidden. And you cannot backstab anyone who is engaged in combat. So if you're fighting something or if something is fighting you, then you cannot backstab or not get backstabbed. Well, both actually. And it has just a general high chance of failing. So, and the fail would be that your backstab doesn't work and then everybody sees you and also your attempt of backstab and you just sit there for 2 combat rounds. It's a clumsy lag. But notice helps, because if you have notice, then you can actually see something hidden in your room. You have to turn it on, of course, you have to look. And you can then also engage with the usually Trolloc or other person who is trying to backstab you by killing H dot and then either the name or dark for Trolloc or Sanchan for Sanchan. But you really need notice to be at 88% or higher. If you are at 89%, you don't even have to do the H dot, you can just do the kill dark. So if you do, I'm not really sure if it actually works already. So we're now trying to see, you can see the moves going down. Even though it won't work at our level of notice, but if you do H dot before the target that you're trying to kill, it will cost you moves. So you cannot do it endlessly, there's a cost. Well, long story short, Notes is a pretty useful skill, especially if you're a bit higher level, then it's an essential skill. We're now going down the road through Watch Hill. Watch Hill is very close to Amon's field, and we just passed Berlon to the north. Here we have a new horse, great. Who's Boyan? Ooh, that's not good. Well, maybe it was the Sunshine. This is very close to Sunshine territory. They're here often. But it's okay. It's not, at the moment, it's not our problem. If you're a bit higher level, it can be your problem. There's a loaf of bread here. This is the well on the west end. No, the east end of the green. East end. I thought it was the west end. Interesting. So Amon's field here. From the books. And there's also a nice inn here if you want to have a sleep. The reception of the Wine Spring Inn. Hello, innkeeper. And here's Bran. Hello, Bran. Thought you were the innkeeper, but there's two innkeepers in this inn. Bran has a minion or a friend who's actually the innkeeper, and he's just there looking pretty. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the black cat. We want to ride the black stallion. Yeah, I'm correcting my horse script because otherwise it would always target or try to target 2-point black, even if there's only one horse in the room. So here we go. We're going a little bit south of everything on the old road. And here to the west, to the north, and then to the west some more. There's the rogues. So we're dismounting here because these rogues, they hate horses for some reason. Oh, kill rogue. Oh, they also hate chickens. Ah, too bad. Oh well, it's okay. We will kill it. Kill her for it. I think it's her. Short, slender woman. So there are a lot of great things about these rogues. Well, first off, they are the exp scalp for level 15 to level 25. So we're level 15, so that's nice. We are going to grab a scalp. And second off, I think it's in the purse, or no, that's right. I have an alias for this. They load 2 gold crowns, which is really nice. There's one thing to take care of in this area is that there's like a big mob boss. I forgot its name, but we're gonna see it in a bit, which runs around with a lot of the rogues. That's not nice. He's a bit too tough for us. But there are a lot of solo rogues we can just kill here. There we go, lots of aliases going off. Just to grab the scalp and the crown. Ah, this is interesting. The ruined fountain. There are a few of these around. Oh, this one has a clear liquid. Pool of dark water within its wide basin. I do not encourage drinking from it. If there's anything ruined, don't drink from it. Chew. Oh, there he is. Hobrion. We don't want to fight with Hobrion. Rogue Lord of the Elmoth Plain. So Hobrion doesn't hurt much, but it's really hard to hit him. So in the end we will end up dying. Especially, well, if we try to fight him, we'll not end up dying here, I hope. Especially because he always has at least 2 rogues with him. But the other ones we can just kill. And each exp scalp is 1/10 of a level. So I think there are in total maybe 15 here, 2 of them with Obrion. So we can at least get 1 level here. These strong arms, they're too strong for us. Also, they are not worth the, they're no exp scalp for us. Ooh, 2 rogues at the same time. Well, I think it will be fine. I'm just checking to see if our staff already needs mending, but it doesn't yet. It's in pristine condition. That's the best possible condition. The longer you use it, the worse it will get, but this is really good still. It adds up. So we have 7 of these scalps, 14 gold crowns. Thank you, rogues. Don't think they're worth much experience themselves though if you kill them, but their scalps are worth, make it worthwhile. We're just gonna kill these here, then head on south towards Amadisia, I think, if I pronounce it correctly. That's where the personnel trainer is, who is looking for these scalps. Well, we got to have them. 10's good. That's exactly 1 level. So Amadisia is south of Amonsfield, south and a little bit to the west. Before I do this, let's grab a new horse. I think there's a new horse in this barn. Yeah, livery. The grey is actually a pretty decent horse. There we go. It's a bit confusing here. But just follow on south. We'll get there. Oh, we can kill some more trees here on the way. Yeah, 2 ancient trees, that's exactly what we can take at this moment. Don't want to do too many back to back, but you can heal a little bit in between. As you can see, it's about 20k, 20,000 experience for each tree. That's pretty good, especially at our levels. 62, there's 2 here as well. So I think we can actually get to level 16 just before we hand in all the scalps. Then it will give us another level, and then we're at level 17. Not too bad. That's a lot of hits. Oh, stop hitting me, trees. Aye. So that was the auto flee kicking in just when the tree died. It hit me and then it went below my threshold. My threshold is 98 hit points. So I'll put it a little bit lower. You don't want to put it too low because then you're going to die without... Well, you can, of course, if it's higher you can still die because if you're not careful then in the next room you'll get hit again and again and again. But with these ancient trees we're pretty much in control. They don't track us, for example, they don't chase us from room to room, they are just, well, they're trees, so they're just going to be standing where they are. Unless we come back into the room, they won't be hitting us again. Perfect. So let's put the money in the pack already. 20 crown. We have 100 crown in the bank, so we should be good for a while. Actually, maybe next time we can buy something from the Lugard marketplace. It's a really nice place to get, for example, get trinkets. Because at our level it's pretty hard to get those trinkets unless we... Well, no, there's actually no option. We cannot join a smobbing group yet. So these trinkets, they generally gained from smobbing, killing super mobs. But we're a bit too low level for this. You want to get level 25 at least to join a smobbing group. So level 16, we have 10 of these scalps. Oh, actually we can give them all. So with the crier you want to give scalps or anything one at a time, but this personnel trainer, it can handle a lot of them. And there we go. So level 17, thank you. 220 hit points total, or max actually. Oh, let's actually see what kind of scalps we can use. So rogues are the ones from level 15 to 25. I'm always fumbling a little bit with what kind of words you need to say for it to go. Hmm. Maybe I should just say quest? I really don't know. Ah, quest. Oh, it's so easy. So bandits south of Amador and rogues, which we just killed. Is he going to say more, or is this is it? I think this is it. Okay. Well, I thought it would also list off the things for higher levels, but well, we'll just do these until we get a higher level. Now we're going to go to Amador. Already saw some Child of the Light. Patrolling. There we are. Oh, another rat. We don't like rats. This is the central square, and there's an inn just off this street. The Oak and Thorn Inn. Oh, we're in trouble. That's not good. That's because we were killing the rat. So you get this flag called No Quit for killing anything actually, or hitting anything. It doesn't have to kill, just engaging. And if it's non-player characters, you get it for 1 tick. So for 1 real life minute or 1 in-game hour. Oh, my lantern has gone out. That's also what happens on a tick. So at least if the lantern is going out, it's going to go out on a tick. So now we know the no quit is gone. If you were attacking a Trolloc or a Sunshine, you get no quit for 5 minutes. If you are attacking a same side or being attacked by a same side player, then it lasts for 15 minutes. So you cannot go to the inn and rent until no quit is gone. But now we can. And there we go. Our rent allowance is 6 crown and 16 coppers. And we have 2 crown left, so our rent is now free. That's also the rent allowance goes up with the levels. So now we have free rent. That was it for this time. Thank you for watching and see you next time.